The Supreme Court will today continue the hearing of CBI Chief Alok Verma's plea challenging the divestment of his powers. In the last hearing, Verma's counsel Fali Nariman had argued that the government should not have argued without prior consultation of the high-level committee consisting of the Prime Minister, the opposition leader and the Chief Justice of India. So clearly now the counsel for Alok Verma is making a case for Alok Verma, saying that he should not have been removed in the manner in which he was, which is a clear violation of procedure according to him, because remember the CBI chief has a fixed tenure of 2 years. He is also protected for this period of time. His removal can only be done by an empowered panel of the Prime Minister, the leader of the opposition and the Chief Justice of India. However, that procedure was not followed in this case. Alok Verma was sent on forced leave. He was divested of his powers. Now, that is the case, that is the dismissal that has been now challenged in the Supreme Court. The charges against Alok Verma is that he scuttled the probe in the IRCTC and the Haryana land acquisition cases. There are corruption charges leveled against him by his deputy, Rakesh Asthana. This is the internal strife that we're talking about within the CBI. Meenakshi Bhanja joining us live. Now, Meenakshi, it's an important day today for Alok Verma, where there is a plea that is being heard challenging his removal. Can you give us the latest details, please?
Well, Afrida, indeed, this is a saga which has now panned out for some weeks now. And Alok Verma, as our viewers will recall, is all set to retire on the 14th of January. So it is very critical for him that a sense of clarity is attained by the Supreme Court one way or the other. So in a short while, his plea, which is challenging the divesting of powers, is being heard by the Honorable Chief Justice of India's bench. Is going to be taken up for consideration. Last hearing, we had seen several back and forth from Kapil Sibal to Fali Nariman, who have told the Supreme Court categorically as to how this move of the government was completely unconstitutional, of divesting him of his powers, because the government did not consult the same high-powered committee which is in charge of appointment director CBI. But on the other hand, we've also heard from the government of India along expected lines, Afrida, really justify its stand. We had seen Attorney General K.K. Venugopal categorically saying that this committee, which was constituted for appointment of Director CBI, has a limited purpose, whose purpose was served upon appointment of Director CBI, and also point out as to how the public trust in CBI had to be restored, and the government was left with no option but to embark upon this course of action. So these have been the two significant arguments coming in from various camps who are in the midst of this divide. And today the Supreme Court will commence hearing on a batch of these petitions. The top court is also likely to hear the other officers who have been challenging the various transfers before the top court.
Right, so there are various contentions there that the Supreme Court is considering at the moment. Meenakshi is tracking all of that for us. Thanks for joining us.